too, that did his heart and his lungs for 4 months.
Yeah, I feel like Japan, in a sense, early on COVID-wise, we were quite lucky.
You're the only one besides Mr. Ghosn that got in trouble with the law over all this thing about compensation. And you mentioned other officials are involved. Mr. Saikawa was involved. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't feel any of us were involved in a crime or criminal activity. We were involved in trying to solve a business problem, which was what actions do you take that are lawful to retain a very valuable executive who is underpaid. And we had certain restraints because the French government did not have the same approach that we had, which is Carlos Ghosn should be paid at a market rate or paid for his value.
وانا مبسوط قدر جاوب على سؤالي. هلا انا جاوب على سؤالي بس المحاميه تبعوا لي. Obviously he's innocent, but he doesn't know because when you look at the statistic of 99.4%,
there was a group of people at Japan, some of who testified at trial, including Mr. Nada and Mr. Kawaguchi and Mr. Imazu, that indicated at trial and had indicated to me before that they did not want Nissan and Renault to merge. I thought a merger was necessary, not a Renault-led merger.
What are your thoughts about Nissan now? I mean, all the automakers, many of the automakers have suffered because of the pandemic,
Sure.
Part shortages and so on.
Sure. It was a small group that put together all this scenario planning, and that was really, really against a merger. But there's thousands of people at Nissan, so I hope that Nissan does well in the future. It's got a lot of talented people. It's had very good products over the years. And I hope Nissan continues to do well. You know, I haven't met my youngest grandson. He's 20 months old. I get to see him on video, but, you know, for 20 months I haven't been able to hold him. So that's difficult. I haven't been able to see my other grandson for over 2 years. My sons for over 2 years. My mother-in-law. I mean, so I consider the restrictions quite heavy, especially for this kind of matter.
Carlos Ghosn, what he had been paid before the disclosure. How come they just didn't say no, or how come they didn't?
You know, you work all your life, so you could have time during retirement to spend with your kids, and you know, we really wanted to play a big part in our grandkids' lives, and that was taken. So that's been very difficult. And then watching its effect on Greg, I think what was done to him is beyond terrible.